North Korea is now the 9th country in the world to arm itself with nuclear weapons. Experts say it could have anywhere between 10 to 60 warheads.
But what about everyone else? Where are the rest of the world's nuclear weapons? Good question. Heather Brown spoke with a nuclear arms expert.
How many nuclear weapons are out there?
There are roughly 15,000 nuclear weapons on the planet today.
Kingston Reef is with the Arms Control Association.
Although two countries in particular possess the vast bulk of the world's nuclear weapons.
Russia and the U.S. each have 4,000 to 4,500 in their stockpiles, plus thousands more that are retired. They're followed by France, China, the UK, Pakistan, India, Israel, and North Korea.
Right now, how many nuclear weapons would we have ready to go?
So it depends on how you define ready to go. Within minutes of a decision to do so, roughly 900. Within hours, probably a few thousand.
In the U.S., they are on submarines, on missiles, in silos.
In Wyoming, North Dakota, and Montana.
And at military bases in Europe.
The president, and only the president, has the sole authority to order the use of nuclear weapons.
The height of nuclear weapons in the world, both stockpiled and retired, was in 1986. There were 70,000 then. Treaties have brought that number down dramatically.
How many weapons do you really need to take out the Earth?
It's a great question. The United States, as well as Russia, have far more nuclear weapons than they need to maintain their security.
Studies have examined this potential in relation to Pakistan and India. They found 100 nuclear warheads set off in urban areas would immediately kill up to 20 million people and later kill many, many more.
1 to 2 billion people at risk for famine?
Yeah, and that's 100 nuclear detonations.
About 0.5% of the nuclear weapons on Earth. Heather Brown, WCCO 4 News.
Between 2014 and 2023, the United States expects to spend $350 billion to modernize its nuclear arsenal.
Upgrades include new submarines, a long-range bomber, and a next-generation intercontinental ballistic missile. If you have a good question for Heather, please email it by going to WCCO.com/links.